Generative AI has the potential to personalize creative language arts like poems or novels to various user contexts. For example, large language models, it can generate stories and content, or it can also transfer and modify the existing content of CLA artifacts. Author-audience relationships in CLA would influence the level of personalization. The level of personalization of CLA might depend on the audience scale. Therefore, we focus on these two dimensions, the level of personalization and audience scale. In early oral arts, a storyteller often personalized contents to the audiences. However, such personalization could be made for a limited scale of audiences. So, we can map the early oral arts here with high personalization with small scale of audiences. With high audience scale, the personalization of CLA content is often difficult. Like theater arts and live broadcasting, these could be located as a medium scale of audience with medium level of personalization. Technology like printing could reach out to large-scale audiences. However, once printed, the content is fixed and cannot be personalized any further. What if AI could make it both? So-called scalable personalization. AI-bridged scalable personalization of creative language arts could be possible. For example, first, authors may create CLA artifacts. They may set up how audience would interact with their artifact. Also, they may want to control what kind of stories could be personalized and what kind of stories should not be personalized to the user context. Then audience would read and interact with the artifacts. For example, they may select different perspective of Cinderella story. They could choose stepmother's perspective, for example. Then AI would reinterpret and regenerate the Cinderella story from the stepmother's perspective. Here in this example, in truth, the stepmother, she wished the Cinderella to enjoy the party and be happy. However, it was just in her own way of protecting the Cinderella. While AI-powered scalable personalization could be doable, an audience might find benefit from it, what do authors want from it? Would they like it at all? So, we first designed AI-bridged CLA scenarios to use it for an interview study. We considered two dimensions first, author and audience. In author dimension, we considered LLM tasks and level of control. LLM tasks could be either generate or transfer, as we mentioned earlier, and for the level of control, authors might want to have less of control and let the AI would personalize the content freely, while some other authors, they might want to strictly control how AI would modify their artifacts. In audience dimension, we considered whether AI would reflect audience context and interactivity, respectively. Given these considerations, we designed total 16 different scenarios of AI-bridged CLA, 8 for lyrics and 8 for novels. Then we conducted an interview study. We presented scenarios and interviewed 18 authors from 8 different genres of CLA. Our participants' experiences are ranged from 1 to 41 years. Their ages ranged from 28 to 67. We ask the following questions specifically. First, we ask two questions. First, what does your writing process look like? Basically, how do you write? Then we ask, what's your motivation for writing? Basically, why do you write? Then we presented our scenarios with explanations about them. After that, we asked whether they like it, which part they like it, or which part they don't like it. And what do they wish to have, what kind of control they want to have. Then, what are possible or potential case of misuse, or do you have any other concerns? Then we grounded a theory by iteratively testing and refining our intermediate theories. We derived the following author-audience dynamics. There are a group of authors who look for benefits they get from the creation process itself. They feel the attachment and joy. Another group of authors find the benefits audiences get from the artifacts. They want to create artifacts that audiences could find such benefits. Lastly, a group of authors want to benefit from audiences. They create artifacts to maximize monetary rewards. Also, they love to receive fan letters from audiences. Then, what if AI is added? Some authors who find the benefits from the process presented negative reactions. Like P1, the fact that the content of my poem can be consumed in any altered format by AI is displeasing. And P3 also mentioned she really didn't like the transformation by AI. In creative language arts, she believes there is an optimal format of the contents. Since they have strong attachment to the artifact, they are against AI transformation. On the other hand, those who look for money, they showed positive responses. For example, P18 said, it feels like AI can actively assist with creating fan fiction. And 18 considered AI could give more opportunities to charge more money to the audiences through various interactions. In addition, authors find AI could reinforce the artistic values which they infused in the artifact and deliver it through even better way to audiences. Then AI can increase the chance to deliver more effectively the message and feelings to the audiences. Like P2 said, the original purpose of poetry is to personalize it as an audience to read. If AI can help audience achieve this, it would be wonderful. Our participants presented several concerns as well. First, they concerned about the quality of AI. P12 concerned whether AI could be capable of preserving author's unique style correctly. Another concern was misuse of AI. P2, for example, mentioned AI could be manipulated to standardize all ideas or all different artifacts to be in a standardized direction for any malicious purposes like a big brother. Authors also commonly presented their concerns about their profession. Like P10, if AI reinterprets this world and everything in various angles, then our job, like their job as an author, would decrease. Given these findings, we discuss how to support authors. First, we discuss how to support authors for creating AI-bridged CLA. In creation process, generative AI might help authors by generating estimated variations of their artifact. Given those estimation results, authors might be able to how to modify their artifacts and how to create their artifacts. To support distribution of AI-bridged CLA, a system should allow authors to block and prevent any unauthorized variations. For example, a platform of AI-bridged CLA could embed watermarks to only authorized variations. If any unauthorized variations are detected, which would be without watermarks, then the platform itself could ban or delete such variations automatically so that those kind of unauthorized variations cannot be any shared by audiences. In the future, human roles could be shifted as prosumers, those who both create and consume content at the same time. Maybe in the future, systems supporting interaction between author and audience, that is to say, supporting interaction between prosumers could be needed. Like OtherTube, it can share how other prosumers or consumers, like their recommendations or their modifications or their personalization would look like. The summary of our contribution would as below. First, we investigate the author's perspective on AI-bridged CLA using speculative scenarios. Second, we identified author-audience dynamics if AI is added. Then, we further identified how AI tools could add, reduce, or moderate the benefits that authors find important. Lastly, we discussed design implications to support authors for CLA, AI-bridged CLA creation and distribution process. I would like to thank my amazing collaborators. Feel free to reach out to me for any questions. Please check our paper for detailed information. Thank you.